Hello, future me. Welcome to day 39. Tomorrow is day 40, which is cool. Hold on, I'm gonna probably phone up. I gotta clean off my glasses. I just didn't do what I wanted it to do. I might not do what I wanted. That's good. So, what's up? Today has been I was gonna say today has been lazy, but it hasn't. I went hiking today again. Me and Jackson. It was just me and Jackson this time. But we went on the West Trail. I think it was the West Trail, and it was a harder hike, but it was pretty cool. We tried to go up where we could see the view, but there were too many people there, and I didn't want to disturb them, so we just kind of went back. But it was fun. It was really fun. There's a lot to explore there, and hopefully next time we'll have a bit more time because we were constrained on time today. Breakfast, I had four pancakes, which is not very good, but hey, celebrate weight loss. Lunch, chili dogs, pretty good. Dinner, I don't even think I had dinner. Did I? I had potatoes. I love cutting down on carbs and just eating potatoes. Wow, no carbs at all in them. But yeah. Today's been really good. I did kind of get in I did kind of get sad, not too long ago, but it was like that good kind of sad that everyone needs, every once in a while. Just kind of sit there, lay on your bed, listen to music, and cry. I feel like everyone needs those at some point. There's nothing wrong with them. I need a haircut. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with them. I shaved, which felt really nice because it did not look great. God, I hope I don't stop recording. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't want to go to school tomorrow. I just do not want to go to school tomorrow. But I have to. I have this thought that I'm not living up to Mr. Jaggy, I think I don't know, I don't want to quit jazz band, but I feel like I should, because my band teacher was, he knew I didn't know how to read bass clef. I know how to read treble clef on trumpet, because trumpet's in treble clef, so I'm fine with that, but one, trying to learn bass clef, and two, trying to learn how to read them at the same time, and it's just really difficult. And honestly, it's difficult. It's difficult, but I also just don't have the motivation to practice. And that's the other thing. It's if I practice, I would be okay, but I should just practice. It's really pissing me off. And jazz band's the number one thing that's stressing me out. Every time I think about it, which is kind of making me want to quit. Just because, one, I don't want to be stressed out about it all the time. But two, I feel like he could just get someone better, or just have no piano player at all. Because with how much I'm contributing, there's basically no piano player at all already. I have two things in a song basically that I need to play, and I've learned that. I've learned basically all the parts that I need to know, and everything else I just read the charts. I do have one thing I need to learn though, but I just feel like I'm disappointing him. So I don't really know what to do in that regard. I also need to finish my application for college. Obviously, I'm not going to say which college, because I would just dox myself basically, or not but the general area. But I'm still trying to decide between those two colleges. It's very stressful. I should have put in my application so much earlier. I don't know why I didn't. Stupid. I've kind of come on to a realization that for a period, I've always had self-image issues. I've always used to think that I wasn't I always, for a moment, I thought I was ugly. I didn't think I looked very good. And then it kind of went away. Obviously I wasn't oh my God, I'm so cute, so beautiful. But I was I'm not ugly. And now that's starting to come back, which is really weird, because I'm exercising. I've lost I've lost 8.5 pounds. I'm the lightest I've been in a while. Right now I weigh less than I have in 3 years. That's insane. Well, kind of like two and a half, 2 years, which is insane. I go back and I went back and looked at my TikTok, and the little shtick I had on my TikTok is since I was like really not really, but since I was fat, there's a shit ton of like fat in my face. So every time I did that, it looked it doesn't look as stupid as it did, just because I have lost a lot of fat in my face, but it looked fucking ridiculous. And every time I go back, I look like an entirely different person. It's insane to go back and look at that. Um, but yeah, I think my thumb's infected. Can you see that? Oh yeah, no, it's itchy. I should probably put some antiseptic or whatever it's called. Oh, I started watching MASH. MASH, I fucking love MASH. I can't believe I haven't. It's like an old show, and oh, I fucking love it. It's so good. Did not expect to like it, but I do. I love like one of the things I love most about that show is it's set. I think it was made in the 70s, like maybe late 60s. I could be very wrong, but that's kind of the feeling I get from it is like late 60s, maybe early 70s. And yeah, there's some like distasteful jokes in there, but even then it's not bad. It's just kind of like um men have sex and women have sex. So stupid. But in one of the episodes, like it's all based in like the war, and they're all in like Korea, I think. Honestly, I don't know. And you'd expect there to be a shit ton of like racist jokes in there since it was in the 60s and 70s, and a lot of shows got by doing that, making a bunch of like racist jokes. They made minimal racist jokes, and even if it was like a slightly racist joke, it wasn't bad like at all. But there was an episode where like a Korean woman was being sold, and like the writers decided to make it to where the main character would try and buy the girl and then release her. Like that's not shit that I would think I would find. I sound like I don't know. I just found it surprising, but I don't know. I guess I don't know that much about early television history, but I always expect there in like the 50s, 60s, 70s to be like very racist jokes just because that's kind of how the internet thinks of everything. Like, oh my god, TV, like, there's two sides. One is like, oh, people aren't allowed to make jokes anymore. And then there's like, oh, people used to be so racist. Like, every show used to be so racist. And that's just how it is in my head. Like, yeah, a lot of shows were racist, and they did have a bunch of racist and sexist jokes, but there were also a bunch that just weren't. And I think a lot of people being like, oh, bad show, cancel, puts an image in everyone's mind on how TV used to be, even though it's it's basically racism for television. I think that has to be the stupidest statement I've ever said, but it's kind of true because everyone's like, "Oh, this show bad, every show bad." I think honestly, I could just be the stupidest fucking person in the world right now. I really hope that no one sees this because I just sound like a fucking maniac. Before anyone comments, God, my hair, dude. I realize how fucking stupid I sound. Trust me, I realize how fucking stupid I sound. But yeah. Alright, now on to a different topic. That's the only transition I could think of from that. So when I was on bed crying, listening to music, I kept like, and so it's the 10th right now. My birthday's the 21st of April. It's so weird to think that in just over a week, I'm going to be 18. I don't see myself as an 18-year-old. I don't see myself as a senior in high school on my way to college. When I was in middle school, even freshman, even sophomore year, I would see the seniors as like adults. Like obviously I knew they weren't adults, but they were like grown up. and they looked like mature enough. And seeing college, even freshman college students, I'm like, damn, they're grown up. I'm right there. Do I look grown up? Okay. If for some reason you're not me in the future watching this and you've made it this far into the video, please comment if I look grown up to you. Because to me, I don't at all. I do not look like how I do not look like how I saw a senior in high school when I was in either middle school or even freshman, sophomore year. I just don't see myself like that in the slightest. I don't see any of my, that's not true. I do see some of my friends like that. Like Jonathan definitely looks like a senior in high school. Colton looks like Colton. Brandon looks like Brandon. Eli, maybe junior, senior. But, yeah. It's just so weird to think about how, Jesus. And also, I feel like my childhood is slipping away from me. Like, it's so stupid because age is just a number. Don't take that out of context, obviously. Like, age is just a number. Me saying that does not me condone pedophilia. I'm not, that's not how I'm saying it. But age is just a number. Me turning 17 to 18 is me just advancing another year. It's not like 17 to 18, oh my, like, everything's disappearing. But that's how it feels. Because you're like, oh shit, I'm legally an adult now. So all of my childhood years are just going to fade away. That is how it is, but it's not like it's set in stone to be that way. It shouldn't be that way, but it is that way. I don't know. I reminisce on going to some of my dad's gigs when he played festivals. That was so fun. I've actually wanted to talk about this for a while. There's a certain feeling I get when, I might talk about this more in depth on a later video because this is something that I've wanted to talk about, but whenever I go and do something in public or like I don't get this anymore and I really wish I did. Whenever I used to go to Florida, I would get this feeling, I don't even know how to describe it, but I would find a girl there that I would fall in love with. That's how it's a feeling. It's not like a thought in my head. It's like a feeling I have. And it's it's like a sweet feeling. It's a really good feeling. Not like, I do get that, but it's more like a nostalgic feeling now. It's not like a feeling that it's not like I feel the same feeling. It's like that feeling coated with nostalgia. And I don't know. I feel like somewhere deep in my head that had happened, like when I was way younger, I like went somewhere on vacation or I just went out to one of my dad's festivals and I met a girl there that I really, really liked and I had that feeling. And then that kind of stuck with me and I was just forgotten about it. I think that did happen one time at one of my dad's festivals. I think I remember it, but it could just be a random memory I have. But yeah. I have stupid thoughts like, I'm 17, right? People usually like don't even think about this type of shit. But I have like the feeling that I'm just going to die alone and I'm never going to find anyone. I'm 17. Why the fuck am I thinking that? I literally have whatever 80 minus 17 is. I'm not going to do the math. But I have so many years to figure that shit. Well, usually people say they found their, person in their 20s, maybe even 30s. So I don't have like forever, but I definitely have a long time. And I have no idea why I'm feeling that. I mean, I kind of do just because of past experiences. Like I've had a lot of chances that I've just completely ruined. And I think that's why I feel like that, but I don't know. So yeah. I really do, and I haven't not done a themed video in so long. I can't believe it's almost day 40. That seems insane. Oh, I didn't do the thing. I didn't do, I don't know, my face looks like that. I didn't do the thing where I do for 1 month. I'll try and remember to do it tomorrow because I want to do it at the beginning of a video. So I'm going to try and remember to do it tomorrow. Yeah. All right. I think that's it. It's been a longer video, which I'm happy about. But yeah. If I forgot anything, I'll put it in the comments, or I'll just talk about it tomorrow. Goodbye. Goodbye.